Hello, this is Mount Unlimited. This is Mount Unlimited back for another video. This time it's the second story of Batman 173. This one called second story of Batman 173. This one's called Walk Batman to Your Doom. Crynham has long dreamed of a perfect trap for Batman from which there could be no escape. Now charged with the irresistible, overpowering command to walk like zombies into the deep waters of Pima Lake, with no possible help from an outside source to save him. Batman, along with Robin and a scientist friend, are headed for a watery cave. Batman, help us! Stop us from walking straight to our deaths. There's nothing I can do. Nothing anyone can do. Made by Bob Kane. Possibly actually not made by Bob Kane. This is in Gotham City, a well-publicized criminal trial nears its dramatic end. This trial, to be exact, is for Bunky Galliver. Yes, that is his real name. Here comes the jury. It didn't take them long to reach a decision. Why should it? The evidence proving that Gulliver committed the crime is overwhelming. Those are members of the press. You can see because in the next page it says, as a matter of fact, I've already got my story written under the lead Gulliver's guilty. Gentlemen of the jury, have you reached your verdict? So yeah. Now moving on. We have Your Honor, we find the defendant not guilty. What? I can't believe it. When order has been restored in the courtroom, an outraged judge has his say. This is the worst verdict I've ever heard. In all my years on the bench, I want you jurors to know I'm going to see to it that none of you ever serve on a jury in this state again. Dismissed. Don't think you can do that, sir. Especially since you're possibly only a district judge. Anyway, moving on. Now, long after in the office of District Attorney, Batman and Robin asked you to come here for two reasons. First, because you were the ones who brought Bunky Galliver to justice, and I know you must have been shocked at the verdict that released him. We sure were, Mr. District Attorney. So was I, but in investigating the startling decision, my office has come across a strange fact. I'd like your opinion on it. Here is a copy of a news photo taken at the trial. And here's are three more taken in other trials around the country where the juries also returned with totally unexpected verdicts. All four photos shows the courtroom audience. Now will you please examine these? Tell me if you see anything significant in them. It's amazing. The same man, cleverly disguised, but there's no doubt on it. It is all four of the pictures. Four? My staff and I could only detect in three. But you've hit it, Batman. The same man, the same face, and the audience at each of these trials. And I have one more item to add, an incredible fact. Just today, in the back page of the Gotham City Star. Fun fact, the original name of the Daily Planet is the Daily Star. I wonder if they've changed the Gotham City Star to the Gotham City Planet. The appeared this story about a new candidate, an independent who had filed to run for governor of Gotham State. His name is Franklin Knott, and there's a picture of him over the article. Does he look familiar? Sure does. That's the man whose face appears in over 4 pictures you showed me. Wow. No. So far we have nothing on this man. Not expect suspicion, but I thought I'd alert you, Batman and Robin, because we may need your help in this case. We were glad you did, Mr D.A. Robin and I will get busy right away, and we'll be in touch with you. Fine. Good luck, you two, and good hunting. Shortly in the Batcave below the estate of Playboy Bruce Wayne. Then you want me to trail Bunky Galliver, Bruce? That's right, Dick. With Gulliver released from jail after that amazing jury verdict, he may attempt some new coup figuring he's a look. What the hell does that even mean? Attempting some new coup, figuring he's on a lucky streak. Oh, that's how I said. Try to stick close to him without being noticed. Meanwhile, I'll be busy at this political rally. Come on, come all, listen to the man of the hour, Franklin Knott for governor. Thus, the dynamic duo split up and carry out separate missions in their civilian attire, and while Ragamuffin, his nickname Ragamuffin, Dick Grayson, penetrates the twisted streets of Gotham City's underworld, sooner or later I'll bound to spot Gulliver. The brawny old counterpart is in the Gotham Hall. My friends, so far there doesn't seem to be anything special about Franklin Knott yet. After a spirited harangue full of vague political promise, and in conclusion, let me state that I am counting on each and every one of you to think positive and for Franklin Knott. Yes, I can't figure it out. I don't like Knott. He didn't impress me as a candidate, yet I feel somehow that I too will vote for him in the election day. Peculiarly, the effect he had on me, on all of us, in fact, it makes me more anxious that even to learn more about Franklin Knott. But before I start investigating his background, and I made a date to meet Dick here to check on his surveillance of Gulliver. Hurry, Bruce, I've got some hot news. I located my quarry in a beanery. What the hell's a beanery? Moving forward. Also, I don't think this is quarry. It can be the suspect, but or the man they're looking at. Maybe that's what quarry means. Who knows? Anyway, on Moore Street, there he is, seated at the back table. Got to edge a little closer. The Callow Mansion. It's a setup, but let's blow out of here. Too crowded. I haven't heard much, but we've heard enough. Continue on the second page following. Okay, so this is moving forward past this advert about G.I. Joe. Keller Mansion, the home of the old millionaire Barton Keller, who died last month. The house has been shut up since then, but it still contains most of the valuable objects Keller collected during his lifetime. Come on, Dick. It's time for Batman and Robin to get into action. In the shadows of the night, two figures feared by all lawbreakers, make their swift appearance. Soon, under bright light of the waning moon, this is a chink Bunky. He KOing that guard was easy. This stuff was worth a fortune. At the gate, a human barrier to the crooks get away. Batman and Robin, shoot! Open up! Like a tornado, the crime fighters spear at the foes. Knocked me into the hedge. Got him trapped in there, as effective as if behind bars. A bird bath that just the place for a jailbird. Then the third crook climbed up the trellis, drawing a bead on Batman. Swiftly, the boy wonder act to foil the would-be sniper using a handy water outlet in the gun. Nice going, Robin. He's all washed up. And in a moment, find a telephone and call the police, Robin. You can tell them Bunky Galliver will be ready for his next trial shortly. With Gulliver out of the way, the dynamic duo concentrate on the main target. We've checked out Knott's entire school career and his army service afterward. Nothing unusual. But here's something. Ball down polls put Gulliver out ahead. Independent big surprise in the race. I have no idea what that says, but alright. After his RE discharge, he was employed for 1 year as a laboratory assistant by a scientist named John Grover up in Gotham Junction, Knott's hometown. That's our next stop, Robin. There's now an advert for Jimmy Olsen, and an ad for Tootsie's rolls, where it's saying bar candies disappear after a few bites, bad candies disappear in a few gulps, but chewy Tootsie rolls last a long time. Anyway, soon in the isolated laboratory of scientist Grover, yes, Batman, Franklin Knott worked for me, but I'm afraid I can't tell you much about him. In fact, I hardly paid any attention to him. I remember at the time I was very absorbed in certain properties of epsilon radiation, E-rays. I discovered that the E-rays had an odd effect on my laboratory animals. I was testing the behavior of mice then. The behavior of mice? Tell me about it, Dr. Grover. Well, I found my bathing rodents in negative E-ray could reverse their normal behavior. Under negative E-rays, the starved mice could go into the path and lead to their food. They always take the wrong path. But I never found any real use for my discovery, and I put it aside. But Batman, why are you looking at me like that? Tell me one thing, Dr. Grover. Is it possible that radiation could have a similar effect on human beings? The thought never occurred to me. I suppose it might if the E-rays were strong enough, but what an outlandish idea. After the masked manhunter was briefly revealed the events leading to his visit. Don't you see, Dr. Grover? Knott could have used your e-rays to influence the juries. I told you about causing them to bring in a negative verdict instead of a normal guilty one. And since you have assured us that e-rays have a positive action also, he could have been using them that way now to pursue people to vote for him without their even having a choice in the matter. I've had enough. Not. I got wind of y'all were snooping into my background, Batman, and I figured you might end up here. But what you've learned won't help you. Zzz, that's odd weapon. Nah, that odd weapon. At him, weapon. Too late. I'm charging you free with positive irradiation. You have no choice now but to obey my positive commands. You will head directly north, all of you. When you come to Pima Lake, you'll keep walking straight ahead into the lake. Alright, my positive charge friends, walk to your doom. Can't help ourselves. We must walk. Scarcely minutes afterward, we're at the lake. Batman, Robin, can't you do anything to stop us? Nothing. We'll be drowned. The irradiation that entered our minds will compel us to keep walking until the water is over our heads. It's getting higher. Help! Help! No one around, no one who might be able to stop us by force from carrying out Nodd's frightful command. Up rises levels of the lake water, up and up. Is this going to be the one trap we can't get out of? But maybe there's still a chance for us, one loophole we can squeeze through. Knott didn't realize it, but he gave me two commands. First one as Bruce Wayne to vote for him, and the second one as Batman to drown myself. Maybe I can use the fact that the two commands are diametrical opposites. I can't obey the first one if I obey the second one, and I've got to concentrate on obeying the first one to cancel out the second one. In the last desperate movement left to him, got to concentrate, must vote for Knott. Can't drown, must vote for Knott. Then, as the great cowled crusader comes to life, I'm working. It's working. I have control over my movements again. I can save us. Back from a watery doom, they've both struggled to break free. Even though I'm saving them, they're trying to get back onto the lake. I'll have to restrain them somehow. At the laboratory, I've locked them in this room. They can't get out. I'll be back to help them as soon as I take care of another piece of unfinished business. At a monster rally for the new popular candidate, I thought only of running for governor of the state. However, if the people want to draft me as presidential candidate, one vote against Batman. He's hitting Mr. Knott. Grabbing. It's an outrage. Take it easy, folks. This is a dangerous man. I couldn't take any chances. I had to knock him out fast. You'll understand everything when the police get here. And later, with the district attorney on the scene, the Knotts influenced the jury and test out his E-rays preparatory to entering politics, using them to win elections. Instead of term office, he'll get a jail term. Later, after counter-radiation has entirely erased the effects of the lethal E-ray commands, top-notch scientists pitched it to find a way of cancelling out the irradiation effect. Robin, golly, I sure feels good to be free of impulses, Batman. So, you and Dr. Grover are back to normal, and just to make sure, they gave me a treatment too, which means that as far as Knott's second command is concerned, I don't have to worry. And as far as his first, given to my alter ego, Bruce Wayne, with Knott behind bars, his name will be removed from the ballot, so I don't have to worry about that command either. In due course, the wheels of justice turn inexorably. The jury finds Franklin Knott guilty. This is one jury Knott couldn't influence. Bruce, you'll never influence another one, Dick. The end. There's now an advert for Detective Comics and Justice League. A cuckoo bird yuck it up. The cuckoo bird yucks it up, sort of cartoon. Hi, Gramps. What did the bald man say when he revealed a comb? See the comb for a present. I don't know. What did he say? I'll never part with it. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Woohoo! I'm a cuckoo for Choco Puffs. Cuckoo for Choco Puffs. That's why they call him the cuckoo bird. So Choco Puffs ad. A Batman ad. Prizes ad, and finally the end. So that's been the final story of Batman number 173. Batman. Walk Batman to your doom. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. Hope to see you again, and goodbye. Bye.